Hi, I'm Andrew Slate, and I'd like to welcome you to Castanet. You know, I'd originally planned on shooting this introductory segment back at our studio in Omaha, Nebraska. But to be honest with you, in preparation for our family trip to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, I just ran out of time. But interestingly enough, time is what Castanet is all about. Now, before I get started and share some details about this interesting program, I just wanted to first share a story with you that I think might cast some light on the vision and the passion we have for Castanet. A number of years ago, I had a dream. It started out, I was standing on the side of an interstate highway, and I can distinctly remember that there were 8 lanes to the highway. And the thing that immediately struck me was that there was this fog shrouding the whole area that was the thickest fog I've ever seen. There were 8 toll booths right next to where I was standing. There were cars going by me at terrific speeds. These cars were going so quickly that they were almost a blur to me. Next to the toll booths, there were these gigantic metal spans which indicated that there was a bridge there. But the fog was so thick that I couldn't see any other part of the bridge. But here's where it really got bizarre. These cars were going by so quickly they weren't even stopping at the toll booth. They were just blazing right on through. Now, at first I was kind of fascinated by this, but then I suddenly realized that something was horribly wrong. You see, I could hear the sound of the engines of the cars, and I could hear the sound that their tires were making on the pavement. But as soon as the cars, and there were hundreds of them, as soon as they were going through the toll booth, suddenly their engines were like over-revving, and it sounded as if their tires were no longer on the pavement. And then I heard the screams. I suddenly realized in horror that what was happening was the bridge was out, and these people were falling to their deaths. Hundreds, if not thousands of them. I looked to my left to see if there was anybody else there that could help me, and I started waving my arms frantically, trying to warn people that the bridge was out. But they didn't even know I was there. It seemed like they were totally oblivious to my presence there. I awoke in a cold sweat. And suddenly the implications of what I had seen really hit home to me. What I had been watching, and I believe that to this day, was really a graphic illustration of humanity's mindless, just manic drive to a Christless eternity. They had no idea what was happening, and they were just mindlessly driving at top speed through life, and then suddenly they were entering eternity unprepared for it. This dream has affected me ever since I had it. And I think that we could all agree that right now that the church is not impacting American culture the way we'd like to see it done. So that vision, and I think our passion to help churches attract the lost to come to visit, that's what has driven us to start Castanet. Castanet is our vision to create very innovative, creative strategies with new and traditional media to attract the lost to actually want to come visit your church. Because we know that if we can attract someone to come visit, the greatest miracle of all is going to take place, and that is the miracle of salvation. So what we have done is we have put together ideas, different strategies, and they're all going to be customized for each individual church. It's each individual church, each individual target city is going to be very different. We're going to approach each one with a clean slate, as it were. So this is something that we would like to start providing churches all over the United States. So what are we asking for on your part? What we'd love to do is to have a conversation with that person in your church, which is the one that most wants to reach the lost. I know each one of us have one on staff usually, or maybe it's a business person on your board, but whoever it is that has this great vision to reach the lost, that's the person we'd like to have a conversation with. To hear about, the church's vision, to see about, to share some of the ideas that we could provide, social media, to television, radio, social marketing, everything where we can connect with the lost where they live. And we believe that's what the Lord has revealed to us. What the church has not been doing is going to reach the lost where they're living with creative messaging that's going to make them want to come visit the church. So that, in a nutshell, is what Castanet is all about. We're just asking you, please contact us at www.castanet.us, and we will arrange for a short conversation which hopefully will lead to a new effort to attract the lost to visit your church. Thank you so much for listening, and we're going to be praying that this year is a year of breakthrough for your church in reaching the lost.